And because of that, our production efficiency actually went down. So what the hell? Oh, that's why, because it's costing us. We don't have aluminum. Yay. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, yeah, this is another normal event. So as we go along, the normal historical stuff starts to take place. We get Japan and China starting to fight. That becomes a big issue later on. Nope, can't build that because I don't have enough ports quite yet. I do actually have enough now. I'm actually building convoys. So that means I probably can get some resources moving into the country. What do I need? I need aluminum. And do we have oil? Yes, I have oil. I have a surplus of everything except for stuff I don't need right now, including rubber. So let's grab it from France? No, let's grab it from the Americans. Oh, God. No. Let's go. We don't want to do it for one civilian factory. Oh, balls. I don't understand. Okay, fine. Yep, we'll just do that. I don't know if our buildings are done yet, but we'll see. Okay, so we've done all that. We're moving down this tree. We've moved down there. I'm not going to bother with that quite yet. I think we better do our army defense stuff. And we're building troops, but we're going to be a ways away before we're going to have enough here. The other thing we really need to start getting is tanks, because tanks will be great on the offensive. They're not uber exciting on the defensive, but from an offensive perspective, it does make a huge difference. And so that's another thing we need to start probably looking at. The problem is I think we still have a light tank at this point, and I don't know that I want to start building light tanks. I'd much rather build the next level up. Let's see here, tank-wise. See, we haven't even actually started building any anyway. Yeah, light tanks. That'll cost us 2 steel and an oil, and I think we're only at 1 surplus right now. I don't know, though. Oh, actually, it tells me right here we have no surplus. That's rubber. Okay. Oil? Oil's there. Oh, we have 4 surplus, so that's good. So we could build tanks. I do kind of want to wait for the research to catch us up to where we can actually build more, but I need to get past this. There's only 16 days left for that, so what I'll probably do at that point is start to move up the chain. And hopefully that'll help us out. Because if we can get some tanks built up along this border, you know, this kind of business becomes an issue otherwise. The other thing I need to do is start worrying about... Let's start working towards improve relations. Where are we at? Yeah, we're still not there yet. Let's keep improving. The more improved relations we can get, the better off we're going to be later. And these guys don't even like us, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Actually, we've improved relations, so they kind of like us, but we still don't like them very much because they're not in our faction. So, but that's fine. I don't care. I don't need them to love us. I just want them to help us. So, there we go. This is what I needed. So now we want to go into research. Stop doing that, Jonathan, and try and fix this problem. So now we can get light tank 2. We could go into light tank 2 because I really want to get to here before I start building it, but I can't actually build that yet, and it'll be a while. So we'll start on light tank 2. When that's built, we'll then start building them, because the big problem is once you start building them, if you start retraining troops, as you add newer equipment, then the problem becomes is that newer equipment makes your army slower, basically. Because, oh yeah, see, there it is under winter weather. What ends up happening is you have to replace all this equipment, and people are green again on that equipment. So that becomes a bit of an issue. So now we have fighters we can actually start building. I want to build some ground support fighters, because if I get close air support, then it can help me. The other thing I'm going to have to get eventually is air superiority. Yeah, right. I don't know how that'll happen. So now we can start building some stuff. I'm not going to build that quite yet. I could build some fighters. But if I do that, then I definitely will need rubber. And I could build transport planes, but I don't think I can quite do that yet. Oh, right, if I do that. I need to get more bloody factories built, but I've used up so much. Apparently, okay, so can I actually build some factories? That becomes the next question. Equipment effort. Boom. Okay, let's see if we can build some factories, because that is an issue. Because I didn't realize we don't, oh no, we can't. What's going on here? 5 out of 5. 3 out of 10. It's just really slow. Oh my goodness. I wonder if it's because we're building all those bloody forts and it's just taking so much time. Ugh. I forgot about this because with the Americans you have so much to work with. You kind of forget that you don't necessarily have that with other groups, and I think that's also hindering me. Look at that, eh? Delay. Okay, so now we can do some more research. We need to deal with our factory issue. Okay, so that's over here. So if we do this, what does that do? Technology is mutually exclusive. What does that help us out? Factory up, max factory plus 20%. Product efficiency, retention, production efficiency base, bomb vulnerability, max factories in the state. That seems a bit better for me, so let's do that. Okay. And that'll all take a while, so we'll deal with that as we can. Should we add him now? I don't think we need to yet. I think these guys are kind of pointless at the minute. That's all going well, because we're not at war with anybody. Ship designer, aircraft designer, we'll do that. Medium. Medium or light? Medium or light? Which should we do? Or should we just focus on the tanks? How about we do that? That'll help us out later. Okay. I like how our guy changes. He's an old man and now he's a young guy with a military outfit. Okay. So, I am worried that we're going to get smoked along here if they naval invade us. Can they really naval invade us? Do we have a port? Yes, we do, right there. Of course, dummy. So what we will need to do, I don't know why we're going out that way. We need to do is take these guys specifically and go boom. And then their job will become to effectively blockade as much as feasibly possible. They're pathetic little. Just having a look to see whether or not there's something else I can do with these guys. Because we're not at war, there's nothing really I can do with them. It's just sending them out. So we'll grab these guys and we'll send them here, I guess. So then that way we've got ourselves kind of protected from somebody sneaking in and dive bombing us. So Germans, how about that pact thing that we were, kind of asked to join faction. Okay, so if I join the faction right now, that will not necessarily save me, but what it does do is it keeps us out of trouble. So now, if the Soviets attack us, if they justify war goals against us, they now have to deal with the hopefully with the Germans. So that, however, that does mean that if the Germans start a war, I am now involved, regardless. But I was going to be involved no matter what. This isn't like the Americans where, if we don't do it, it's not the end of the world. This actually has consequences for us because we will be involved in a war shortly. So we need to be protecting ourselves as best as we can. I don't like the fact that we have nothing along this border. I need to protect that border area. There's so many troops, though. Oh, my word. There's just so much garbage along this road. Oh, my lordy. If they attack us, we're so screwed. So we just got to keep them away from us as long as feasibly possible. Okay. Do we start building the tanks now, or do we not? Oh, God. We're already running out of something. What are we out of? Man, they haven't even built everything yet, and we're already out of equipment. Shit. Okay, so let's see what are we out of that we need? Anything? No, we got something of everything here. Oil, we've got 5. We can't actually go for anything quite yet anyway, because we're busy with all of our various things. So, okay, what's the problem here? Ah, it's the support equipment. Okay, so we can't actually build the fighters, so there's no point even trying. Okay, can we take this back? Wow, that really hurts us. Holy shit. Okay, that's actually of no benefit to us. Okay. Huh. So we're just really slowly building the support equipment. Can we build better support equipment? Not yet. Okay. And we can't even build... God. Man alive. Oh, I know what the problem is. It's because I put fucking artillery in it and I didn't actually build any. You dummy. Okay, so towed artillery. Huh? Why does it say none? Total need is 900. Okay. So let's take that back and put that in there, and then that'll help us out a bit. We have no chromium, or tungsten. Okay, so that's going to hurt us. We need to get some of that. Now, oh, we can't bring any in because we don't have any free frickin'... So what's the problem here? We got 0 convoys. We can only trade for up to 0 units. Judas. As always, we have problems. Man, oh man, oh man, this resource issue is just a ball ache. So hopefully, though, we can get... So what we'll do for now, I guess, is we'll cut back on the amount of these we're building. And we'll cut back on the amount of this we're building. We'll just build 3 at a time. That'll help, hopefully, get them issued. Click deploy land, so that'll get them out there at least. Because my concern is right now, there is nobody protecting this border at all. So we need to at least put troops on every border. So at the very least, green as grass though they might be, they're at least doing something useful for us. Oh, there they go. Okay, so this is big, because now Germany's expanded because they've grabbed Austria. The next thing they'll be doing is grabbing bits of Czechoslovakia, and then they'll grab all of it. And once that happens, then we're down to Poland, and that's where everything starts to go crazy. And you can see how many German troops are on the border here. And you can see that the Italians are building up. They really need to protect themselves, because so many times I've seen these guys get wiped out because they don't protect themselves against the French, and the French just come in and go... Blah. So I don't know why they're... Oh, because they're looking at going and grabbing Yugoslavia, because that's what they do. The other thing I've seen them do is just grab Albania, which is interesting. That's pretty common as well. Oh boy. Oh, this issue is just so not good. Alright, let's see how we're doing here, shall we? How are we doing with you? Still negative for us. Our opinion of them is still shit because of the ideology issue. I guess what I could do is boost our party popularity, hey? That would help. If we get them on board, that would be handy. Okay. Research. I could do the tank. I'm going to do it. Even though it's way ahead and it'll take ages, like a year and a half. We get that, we're like way out in front of where we need to be. Fighter focus. Equipment effort. 2. Let's grab that. We probably should be building more equipment. I never even think about that. I want to get this industry issue sorted out. Okay, so got that done. Chief of the Army. I think that's important. So what does that give us? Attack, defense. I think defense is going to be more important for the moment. So we'll grab him, and then we'll grab other things later. Oh, lordy. This scares the shit out of me. To put it bluntly. Should we put him in that army? I don't know why I got this middle army. Where the hell are they? Oh, they're the northern group. Okay. So that's mid-range army. So we'll put him in the mid-range army. Okay. So probably what I should be doing then is taking all of those guys and putting them down here. Thanks. And then taking these guys and sending them north. But there's such a big force here. I'm kind of worried to do that. We're going to put those guys up there anyway. I don't want them sneaking in on me. I've been through too much of that lately. Okay, so now we need to focus a bit. I should probably focus on air doctrine, but let's have a look at engineering because we haven't been doing any of that. I think we should do some of that. Okay, that's helping us out a bit. Factory output. I think we're going to grab that too. Then we'll go back to machine tools because that's another issue. Hey, look at that. Their army experience is now at 53. That's good. I still have no airplanes and very little of what I need. So, needed tungsten. I need tungsten. How can I get tungsten without the convoys? See, this is the problem when I'm slow on convoy build. Because now I cannot get what I need. Because the convoys are taking... I'm only building like one a month. Oh my god. Just over one a month. That's horrendous. At least we're building these guys now. So, the need is massive though. My goodness. This is because the reason why we have this need is because there's so many existing troops that it's redoing the existing troops. Oh, right. Am I actually still... Yes, I am. Okay, so let's take them off of training. I think they're pretty good now. Yeah, they're in the 80s. Oh my god, 90s. Okay, let's take them off the training. I think that's good enough for now. They're ready. They're rip-roaring ready. Probably this unit though, I don't think is trained at all. Okay, I don't know what that does because I haven't actually set any plans in motion, but whatever. We'll start exercising these guys now because they're kind of underwhelming as well. Oh no, current fighting strength is 90%. Okay, so no, we won't do that. Okay, they're good. They're good. Okay, so who is it that isn't that good then? This small little military is at 90%? No. Okay, I don't want to deal with having to fight a war which we're unprepared for, but we're getting it. Okay, so now, doctrine effort, mechanization. I don't want to do mechanization, although I do want to do armor. Aviation effort. I'm not even going to bother about the Navy, so to be honest with you, I just don't care. Requires militarism, gain national spirit, military youth, grants recruitable population, change in popularity. We want that. We want that. And we probably should deal with them as well. I think we should boost. And improve. And then that way we can kind of use them as our bulwark against the horde of Soviets. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I haven't really shown the eastern half lately. But this is what's happening in China. So Japan declares various things are kind of making them anxious. Oh, that group's getting their asses kicked because they're all surrounded. But they invade here. The whole point for them is to try and grab as much of China as feasibly possible. And it was broken up into little tiny groups. But they will be... but they've all united under the nationalists except for the Republican, the communist Chinese. So what Japan's goal is to take as much of China as possible before they get into the war, because that will give them the resources they need to take this area, which is what they next really want. They want to grab this little loop because that is huge for them from a resource fact. They don't need to attack the Americans. They need to just protect and grab this area, because once they have that, then that gives them the ability to continue to move south. And until then, I don't have a plan, so I don't know what they're trying to execute, but whatever. But yeah, like, there's Saikang. But the other concern for the Japanese is the British Raj. Once they enter the war, they have a pretty good amount of troops, and they can mess them up. So you can have all sorts of trouble fighting them off. In the meantime, though, let's... I like the fact that it looks like it's on a board, right? Because, like, it's actually got hearts of iron on the top. It's all border framed, too, which is kind of cute. Oh boy, look at that, eh? Oh, jeez. They scare me so much. Look at that. They keep sending up so many goddamn troops. This is going to be a mess. We have to get more troops. This is going to crush us if we don't deal with this. And we're not long away from this war. Like, here's the thing. The war with Finland and the Russians started before they actually fought the Germans. So they basically pummeled the Finland army for quite a ways there. And there's that. Radio, mechanical computing. That leads to this. That just leads to radar, which is important, to be honest, but I'm going to go this way for now. And here we go. So now the French and the British are allies, which means yeah, and Memel. So the Prussian territory of Memel is basically, it's this area around here. This is Prussia. Prussia at one time used to take up this area effectively. And before World War I, the Germans actually had all of this area. So that's kind of what they're looking to grab back. They're looking to unite this area again. The argument being, of course, these are really Germans. So they will try and steal that. Modern borders are way over here now, but at the time, that was what they had. So they will, again, as I said, try and grab a whole bunch of area around Prague. All of these little states around Prague go shortly. As soon as that goes, that's when we're knee-deep in trouble, because that's effectively, at that point, it's just a countdown to war, because now they're getting closer to taking Czechoslovakia and then moving into Poland. So I want to be as prepared as feasibly possible before that happens. Yeah, look at that. That has totally kicked off. We're purely fascist now. There is nobody else for us but fascism. I'm going to add this guy. Army recruiting. Army regrouping. Okay, that actually is a useful tool for us. Okay, so now we probably should start down the aviation path. We need to get. Look at that, eh? These borders are mental. They can make so many weird mistakes. Yeah, it's a bit of a game and a history lesson. Because it's me, it's always going to be a bit of a history lesson too. Yeah, I'm scared. I am now officially scared. They have got so much. Good God. I can ask for help from the French, not the French, from the Germans if this kicks off. But, oh God. And then it's just a case of I have to hold them. If I don't hold them, they're going to grab a lot of stuff really fast. That's part of the reason why I wanted to build, and it's probably what's tying up all my factories, is that I'm building all these bloody forts. Because as soon as I get all these forts built up, they cannot, it won't be that easy for them to come across. But I'm going to need to set up some fallback lines just in case. I think I probably should do that now. Yeah, that's the southern group, so fallback line. I am going to develop, where do I want it? I want it to go like this. No, don't. Okay, well, no, I don't actually want them to fall back. Oops. No, I want them to stay where they belong. That was silly of me. Sorry. And I just ordered all of them down there. Okay, well, we'll sort that out. Thankfully, we're not at war with anybody. Look at that. Nationalist Spain won. So that means that the fascist won in Spain, which is good for us. My troops are still trying to fall back. Oh, boy. Okay, so now we need to... Okay, so there we go. That's the western part of China going. Or the eastern part of China going, sorry. And so that is important for the fascists. I'm going to send these guys back there. Yeah, I know. Surplus. Needed. Tungsten. Still can't grab any because I still don't have... I have one free convoy now. That's good. But I don't have any factories that can actually build it. So until I have a civilian factory able to actually do anything, I cannot... Literally cannot do anything about it. Oh, my convoys are getting experience. We're up to 60 experience points. The more of this we get, the better. My troops are much higher. How is our recruitment going on this group? Yeah, I know. It's because we got not enough. I'm tempted, actually, though, to just legitimately send them out. Oh, boy. Okay, that's good. That'll help out some more. Ooh, there it is. Munich Agreement. This is a big one. This one basically sets us up for the war. This basically says, hey, we're going to war. Because what they've done now, you can see they've actually grabbed all this area around Czechoslovakia. The next thing they'll do is grab all of Czechoslovakia. Once they have that, then it's just Poland. At that point, it's just Poland. Because these guys are already fascist. These guys are fascist down here, Bulgaria. Romania goes fascist in this game quite often. So, yeah. So, fascist, 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 fascist. You see the ring? And they kind of surround Yugoslavia. This is a dogfight to try and take this. This is a dogfight to try and take this. Pain in the ass, both of them. I fought wars in both, and they're pain in the butt. These guys will fall really quickly, but the minute you attack them, the Russians get involved. But if the Soviets and the Axis sign an agreement for Warsaw, it will save us a lot of problems up here, at least temporarily, because this is all this is. This is just a temporary thing. I am quite aware that there is no chance in hell they're going to stay away forever. But if we can just hold the line as long as feasibly possible, then we're okay. But if we can't, then we're screwed. And that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see us losing ground, because Finland is so easy to take. There's just really nothing. I mean, it's a snowy mess if you're attacking. There's a lot of forests and stuff, so tanks don't necessarily go very well through here. But the reality of it is there's no mountains. There's no prominent border area that you can take and hold, because all the rivers go this way. So you could hold this, but then you're opening up your capital. So basically your only fallback line is down here. If you can hold that area, then you might have a chance. But then if you lose any of this stuff, you're toast. And if the Russians come charging in, we're screwed. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I got another hour on this game. We'll see how it goes.